And we're, and we're back, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages. We are back once again. And, well, it's official. The strike is over. Celebration, all the good stuff. And now let's look at what is the chief negotiator and president and everything else had to say about it. The historical TV theatrical strike is over as of 12 a.m. this morning. So, what type of things do they get? Let's see. The sales the points more $1 billion in new wages and benefit plan funding, a streaming participation bonus, minimum compensation to break the so-called industry pattern. For the first time, consent and compensation guardrails were yesterday, which is good because I honestly think until you should have make sure that the person who use AI for people who are not here, that families have to say yes, and they will be paid handsomely for it, and pension and health caps and critical discussions with diverse communities and such. Um, I'm like, this is good. I hope they get all what they need to do so that they can actually perform, make sure everyone in the acting community can get this stuff, the writers, all this stuff because of AI and everything else. So they are going to return to work, and hopefully this means a lot of things. Keeping the wrestling side, it basically means Cena and The Rock are not going to be back anytime soon. The only time you're going to see them on your TV screen is not on. They're not going to be anywhere near WWE at all. So Cody can finally finish his story. But yeah, it is a um, it's something that um um when you look at let's see, this is another one in our deadline. It says right here, it said a historic package. It says like, we didn't just come toward you, we came all the way to you. Said bringing begin SAG-AFTRA brass began digging into the fine print. But yeah, they really fought for their stuff, and I applaud that because these people right here, the owners, these huge corporations, the ones who are these are CEOs who, by the way, once again, looking at them, just see if I can find the stuff here. Da, 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 right here, just yeah, let's see, right? No, I can put this here. Um, because when you still have so if I can open it, load it up here, and boom, right here when you have the Coyote versus Acme after it completed filming and get all the stuff done, and it was greenlit as an HBO Max film, which, by the way, most of that streaming stuff was a bad idea because there's no money in streaming, and you would think this would be like, you know they're going to shelve this. They have no reason to, release Coyote versus Acme, a live action CG animation hybrid. They premiered principal photography last year. That they were going to do all this other stuff, but now it's just they pour their hearts and souls, and it's just boom, walk into the vault. It took $70 million to make. Had John Cena. It had James Gunn produced the figure and worked on the story. Warner's done a they were going to there was all this other stuff here. They were going to have this huge relaunch with Warner Brothers Animation, and then this is just they greenlit the movie back in 2020 for the HBO Max streaming service, and then it was going to be released on a couple years later, 2023. No trailer was ever released for the project. Uh, Then again, in April 2022, removed the feature from its release counter, putting Barbie on its July 21st release date, which was probably a smart move because look how much money that got. So it was going to be the Coyote versus Acme humor produced by the New Yorker in 1990. It's going to have like they're releasing 2 films a year. They're going to do like Bad Fairies and the Lunar Chronicles in development. Has several Dr. Seuss adaptations because Lord knows they've been doing that. Oh, another Cat in the Hat movie because why not? Let's see if Mike Myers is still available. Um, let's see. What else is going to be some theatrical worthy fare because you realize putting anything at HBO Max is basically a money pit. So this is not really surprising because again, Warner sold $90 million Batgirl. They sold a Scoob Holiday Hunt as a tax write down, and they're trying to find $3 billion in savings. So yeah, they're going to be doing to, a lot of people are mad and such. They gave at least like a notice saying they're going to do all that. But yeah, it sucks. It actually sucks for these writers and creators and people behind it. They just said we're not going to make this anymore. Like that's it. It's a shame, and it's a damn shame that this stuff happens. But they have to cut money, and a lot of it. And again, Disney has done this too. Once again, let me go back here. See if I can find this stuff. Let's see, where is it? There it is, right here. They basically just they removed the stuff too. 48 days exactly. Crater cost 53.4 million to make, and they're basically been gone. It's gone. And remember, and there's stuff here, and there's so many. These things are going to be gone from these streaming services. When they're gone, they don't have any chance to get back. I mean, you can say private. I mean, at least this might have a chance of some people on the high seas to get it, but the majority of the population and like, well, what's gone is gone. There's no DVDs. There's no, renting, no buying. It's gone. And the majority of that because the studios basically killed off. They murdered when the Blu-rays and DVDs and such. Just and when I look at this and I feel so bad for all these creators and such. No wonder they went on strike. And I hope that when you look at this, after the strike, hopefully there will be more discussions with this. Instead of these tax write-offs, at least put them out in theaters so they can make at least some money and get more notoriety there. I mean, the worst part about it is that there is no real, actual consequence for these. There's no real consequence for these huge CEOs because they get like a 30-minute. They get like tax write-offs. Batgirl, 9 million. They got a tax write-off. This movie, tax write-off. Who cares? There is no real consequence to these movies, to these huge studio executives, and to these CEOs. There is no real consequence for them to actually have these problems. I hope that they look at this and say maybe we need to, instead of trying to cancel this for tax write-offs, they can actually start doing something like this to really to actually to actually make these artists have the artists at least bring their work together and such. Put them in the movies. Put them in the make some money with them. It's not that hard. It shouldn't be that hard, but it is. These are writers and directors, and to put their heart and soul in projects, and now they're gone. It really does piss me off. And by the way, remember, Blue Beetle was supposed to be on Disney, not HBO Max, but they put it in theaters. And heck, and also people say, "Oh, it doesn't make it made more money in theaters. It made more money in theaters, ladies and gentlemen, than it would have been on HBO Max. It was a pot. It might not have made much money, but it was actually a good new thing that actually made some money. And now with DC doing this reboot, which by the way is going to probably be a lot better than the Marvel stuff, which has been in trouble right now. And they're all that's I already talked about that. And if you want me to go back into that, some of the comments. But yeah, this stuff here, cutting down artworks, taking down from streaming services, taking them down before you even have a chance to even see the light of day. That to me is wrong. And I know some people, oh, it could be crap. I'm like, no, look, if it's good or good, bad is bad, whatever. All I want to see is someone's hard work, dedication to have the opportunity to do it. That's it. There's always, I mean, that could really just like, uh very negatively, you know, not just the people. What about you taking away someone who could inspire someone to make art, inspire people to do something crazy, do something, inspire them. Instead, they just squash it, and I hate it. It sucks. But could be worse. Could be a uh something like GTA being 6. We used the GTA publisher saying that there could AI and everything else, but yeah. Well, wait, there is. And by the way, GTA has been announced, and they're going to be a huge deal and all that good stuff. But here's something interesting: the GTA publisher says using AI to generate dialogue could be very interesting and fun. GTA 6 completely protected in the case of video game actors strike. This is from the Eurogamer. GTA 6 could contain generative AI, according to Take-Two CEO Strauss Zelnick, speaking at the Pali International Council Summit of November. Zelnick highlighted AI's potential in game development, specifically for NPCs. Interaction between players and NPCs are normally scripted, which Zelnick described as generally not very interesting. Using AI to generate dialogue trees and add variety could make the interactions really fun and interesting and fun. Zelnick added, "You could believe general AI may be better, but it will certainly not be. But it will certainly will not be faster and cheaper." As you know, this echoes Zelnick's previous state comments on the subject, where he expressed cautious optimism on the advances of AI technology with game development. Separately, speaking to last night during Take-Two's um, earning calls, Zelnick stated that GTA 6 was completely protected for any delays should SAG-AFTRA's video game actors choose to go on strike. Take-Two was one of the companies involved in negotiations with SAG-AFTRA during the most recent strike. Union members voted overwhelmingly in favor of authorizing a video game strike. The strike was announced as late last night. It was not over late nights with union agreeing to a tentative agreement with the Alliance of Motion Pictures and Television Producers, the trade associations. The agreement was set to include unprotected provisions for consent and compensation that would protect SAG-AFTRA members from the threat of AI. And this is again to next both because, like video game actors are saying to go on strike, and I honestly think they should. In fact, honestly, the only real good company you can say is Nintendo. Nintendo knows how to treat its workers well for the most part. Other than maybe the ones they partner with. I mean, like I think, but Game Freak has Pokemon and that sort of thing, which it's kind of really is the messed up part. And the game industry needs to actually start protecting its workers. Don't rely on crunch, and make the games that people want to do. It's kind of it's a shame that you have this problem of these I mean, again, these bosses who have no consequences, you know, and you could say, but make yourself, necessary and like irreplaceable. But here's the thing: once technology can get to a place, I don't care how great the human is, you are replaceable. I mean, you could say, "I'll make yourself irreplaceable." How many people who made buggy whips? Like, I'm gonna make the best buggy whip. Yeah, but when the car came out, there's a lot of people were unemployed with buggy whips, or any other technology that came in and just basically just said, you're done, Zo. And you will have to have different skills and everything else. So, and I'm not 1,000 against AI because AI is going to be here and it maybe help people from, video editing to um, maybe voice acting or maybe things that you can do to help, editing side or, complex calculations or anything else. And and there will be people who will know how to use AI who will actually know how to repair it if things break down. So I believe AI should be, you know, is coming and you can't really stop it. And is a tool that can be used to help people. But there should be protections for people like, protections to make sure it's not overused or abused by these corporations that can and will basically not credit the work. If they can, they can basically do what I said here. They just, replace the workers with AI. If you're not really, they're feeling like, well, they're getting a little too, a little, the voices are getting a little bit louder, huh? They get a little bit louder and everything else. Oh, we get AI to record your stuff. Who cares? That sort of stuff. So that is my worst fear is that you could be replaced by a machine or just replaced by someone who isn't. And that to me just that breaks my heart because again, there's so many people out now who are struggling to get a job, who are struggling to find these things, and yet they have no real way to get these things back because technology can be a bit of a can take things down from you. And yeah, by the way, GTA 6 is coming out, which is nice. I can't wait to see it, but I hope that it's not just good, but also make sure the writers and the people and the voice actors are okay. Like, they're like, you know what, we don't need um you use AI for the main character because the main character is asking for a little bit more money, or we need AI. We're going to need AI to do some more cleaning up because some of the workers are overworked, and are just tired from all the crunch you're doing. They're just going to use AI to basically, there you go, just like, it makes it work here to not lessen the worker, but to replace them, and and not pay the worker who did the foundations and all the hard work. I want to make sure the people who are safe and the people who really care about the people are safe and to have their job security. That's what I wish for. But that's just me. That is just me. Anyway, anyway, that is it for the show. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you so much for being here. Remember, like, subscribe, and all that good stuff. So I'll see you next week here live in the Dukect Lounge. Peace and love. I will see y'all when I see y'all later.